Hello everyone, hope you've had a good summer and that you're looking forward to coming back to school. All of us in school are really looking forward to seeing you back here. Now, I've put together a video today to explain to you one big change that's coming for September, and hopefully it's one we won't have to use too often, but it will be a big step forward if we do. And that's to do with our remote learning, which we'll use if anyone has to isolate at home or in the very unlikely event that we go into some form of lockdown again. Now, the new system is all based around Microsoft Teams, and it will allow us to move quite seamlessly between what we teach in school and what you'll be learning from at home. And you'll be able to send in your work to us and get feedback in a more smoother way than we did before. I've put together a PowerPoint with some information on it. I hope you enjoy. I want to start by talking about when remote learning is going to be used, because as of September, the expectation is that everyone should be back in school and we shouldn't need to use it. We have got so many measures in place to ensure that pupils can return safely based on the government advice, and also from our experiences last term when we had lots of you back in school as key workers or our year sixes. All schools, however, have been asked to prepare for remote or blended learning should we need it if individual pupils or groups have to be isolated during the year. This may be a situation where actually the child is well and it's isolation because of somebody else who may be feeling unwell, and if the child is well, then we expect them to be carrying on with daily work at home. We have learned from what happened before, what worked well, what could be improved on, and we have made some changes to what our remote learning offer will be from September. Now, as I mentioned earlier, we've chosen to base ours around Microsoft Teams, and the reason why we've done that is that it is a single secure platform that allows for the easy sharing of lesson resources, and also it allows every child to submit their work to teacher and get feedback on it within the same platform. It is one of 2 government recommended remote learning platforms along with Google Classrooms, and it can be accessed via a web browser or an app on tablets or computers. We see this as a massive step forward for you because you don't need to use Office, you don't need to have it on your computer. As long as you've got your login and a web browser, you've got access to everything. Every pupil will be given an individual login, and it will allow for them to learn at home with broadly the same lessons as those in school. So even if it's just one child isolating at home, you'll have access to the same lessons as the rest of the class have in school. However, I will say this will not involve live video content from our teachers, but it will include the lesson resources as well as other things that will help out, such as MyMaths and the Oak Academy. While we're talking about the Oak Academy, I just want to say that it has changed for this year and that we will be able to share videos with you, edit the resources so that it matches exactly with what we are doing in school, should you need to use it and have a video teacher there to help you. Another benefit of Teams is that the staff can monitor and control who the pupil can contact and be contacted by, so it is very safe and very secure way of learning, and it's already built into our school systems. It is very easy to navigate, and we really hope it's going to be a step forward for everyone. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to show you a couple of clips from inside Microsoft Teams so you can see roughly what it's going to look like. What you see here is what would be the front page of the class. Here I've just got a test class, and you can see some posts here as if I was the teacher. So you could see a message there about ing, so we might be sharing spellings and asking pupils to respond, and you can see there underneath that we've got a child's response if you needed to use it. You can also see hints about different lessons, and towards the bottom of the page you can see that it also highlights any assignments that the children have been set. So this is work that they need to submit their own version of for feedback from the teacher. There's also a files section on here, and this is where all the lesson resources will be uploaded by our teachers if they are needed to be used. So you will see the PowerPoints that would be used in class along with any of the worksheets that would be given, and they can be opened and written on if needed on screen. There's also the class notebook, and I've just set up an example here. There is no 3SB class. I enjoyed it when I did, so I just thought I'd make it up here just to show you. We've got a Roman theme here, and in the class notebook what we've got is you can share resources here, the teacher can work on it, but it's also a collaborative space, so the pupils could all be adding their own pages to it to then share with their classmates all the learning that they would have done just like they would in school. Another point here just to notice at the top is that there's an immersive reader. So if your child is struggling to read all of the instructions, it will read the page out for them, and that is available on any of the pages where there is lots of writing. It's on the assignments page, and it's a really useful thing that made us choose this system. Finally, and most importantly, there is the assignment section. So on here it will show all the assignments that they've got to complete and any that they've already finished as well. When you open up one of the assignments, what you can see is that the project is there along with instructions from the teacher. They may attach different resources. So in this case, it's a PowerPoint with some information on that your child can open. And I just want to stress again here, it says PowerPoint, it will open within the system. You do not need to have PowerPoint on your computer. It will open within Teams itself, even if you're just using a web browser. Your children will then upload their work, and as you can see, they can create the files within the system. So Word, PowerPoint, Excel, or OneNote, which is like a notebook. Your child can create their work on there within the browser and then submit it. Or if your child feels more comfortable, then there is the upload from the device section at the bottom. This could even be a picture. So if they've chosen to write on paper, you could take a picture using a camera on a phone and then upload it through the phone so that they can submit it as their assignment. As long as it's clear, we don't mind which way we get the work. And then once the work's been submitted, you should get some feedback from the teacher, which will explain what they've done well, just like they would in school, along with any tips for what they might want to do again. And if there's some changes needed, there is the option for your child to turn it in again at the top so that they can see the changes and share that with the teacher. So that's a quick whistle-stop tour of Teams. What's coming next? So over the next few days of school, you will get login details for Teams along with another letter to explain what's going on. An early homework task for your child will be to log into Teams, and this is really helpful for us and for your child and for you as a family so that we can check everyone can access the system, work their way around it, and we can spot any problems early on. It's really important if you do have any difficulties accessing the system, if you haven't got the technology available at home, please let us know so that we can help you out soon and try and anticipate any problems if we do have to lock down or if your family has to go into isolation. We are going to give you some more details on this over the coming weeks, so please don't worry if you've not taken it all in straight away. We also know it's a new system. There may be some teething problems if we have to use it, but we will be working hard to correct those as soon as possible, and if we all work together, I am sure that we will see that this is a really big step forwards for the school, and it will help us out if times get a bit more difficult and we have to have some of you in school and some of you at home. I'm going to say bye for now, and I look forward to seeing you all in school soon.